Oh, that's not going here. Right, welcome back to the video. The issue was while getting no ignition lights. It's been cut there, I noticed that. This fuse, for some reason, whatever it is, inline fuse, must protect something. Hadn't blown, but there was corrosion in this end of it. It's all good. Checked at both ends now. Got polarity through there. Cleaned all the others up. Someone's already modified this one. Poorly in my view, but there we go. That's what people do. I'll change that at some point because you can have corrosion in there, there, and there. These are a bit of an antique arrangement, but they do work well. So that was one source of the issue. The other source was around the back of the vehicle. Rather bizarrely, the earth for dash lights, i.e. ignition and oil pressure switch, feed off this earth here, which is just, I just don't know why they've done it that way. Why didn't they have an earthing bonding strap underneath the dashboard? Anyway, so I put a temporary one in here, which comes down to here. There was another two earths I found in the wiring loom. I think they're only for, these two are only for the rear lights, one for each side, because on the end of the wiring, there's a, where is there? I'm trying to find it. There we go. On the end of the wiring, there's another earth wire, which obviously clearly goes to the lamps. So I think that's all that is for. But anyway, very odd that comes on there. Then we come back to additional problems. So that's all worked in. That's all works now. The additional problem is, I got, and then obviously once that was working, the spark worked. Obviously got a spark then, but I don't know if you can see that very well from here. But what's happened is there's got a spark out the coil lead, which is great, but I've got no spark out the distributor. And what's happened is, I can't see this very well, but the actual posts on the distributor have worn away. Well, not worn away, corroded away. Can't see them very well. So instead of being straight, they've got a big notch out of them. So I don't know if I'm going to try and get it running, or shall we say, a spark out of the distributor. Obviously there's nothing inside this one here, which is good, but I've got a spark out of the coil now, which I'm happy about. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll let you know if I get it running in the next one. Thank you. Right, back on it again. Will it run? Will it run for the 10th time? Managed to get all the dials working now. So if we turn it on now, we've got oil pressure and battery light, and the fuel pump's now kicking in, which it didn't before, so that's great. That's one thing that's good. Other thing else I found is that the auto choke is now working, so it props the throttle open, puts the auto choke on, so that's now good. I've bled the fuel feed up to here on the inbound, so I know I'm getting fuel into the line, so that's good. So the only dodgy thing is down here is obviously the distributor cap, which I showed you, which I will put back on again. Then I found it stopped sparking, and the connections to the coil were all corroded up, so I cleaned all them up, tackled it off, cleaned it all up, put it back on again. So that's done. Had a bit of problem with the water pump that was seized up. It seems to have freed off now. I'll put some WD in there. Bearing in mind this vehicle hasn't run, or should we say this engine hasn't run for about 10 or 12 years. So this is quite an achievement here to get to this point. And as you can see, it is a van, as I told you, and it's got an SPI engine in it now, 1275. So let's see if it'll start. I don't know if it will or not. It did make a splutter before when I was bleeding the fuel, so let's just give it a go. So got ignition lights on. There we go. See if it runs. Away it goes. Wow, amazing. That sounds to me like it's got a bit of a misfire, but anyway, that's pretty good. It's got no water in it. Got my next job is to connect all the heater hoses up, try and work out where they go. There's one there, one there, one there. I think I've got if it goes through that hole or back through down there. I think it goes through there, so I might have to modify that. But yeah, how about that? What a result after some 12 years. So that's good news. That was all good, which I thought this relay would be the issue, but got a bit of misfire. But I'll wait till I get a new distributor cap for that before I run it up again properly. Thanks for watching.